So let's all get up to a standing position. Well done. Come and stand in your neutral stance. So toes pointing forward, feet hip width distance apart. Let's tuck our tailbone and draw into our navel to create good standing posture, good core strength. And let's just let our arms drop to the side of our bodies. Let's just warm up our neck to begin with. So basic movements for the neck, just turning the chin towards your right shoulder, towards your left shoulder. Maybe just do that about 10 times. That's it. You don't need to move the same pace as me. You can go at pace that feels nice for your neck. Then coming back to center, going to nod the chin down, and up, down, and up, down, and up. And then just side to side head tilt. Make sure your shoulders are staying down as you tilt your right side and left side. And then working into our roll down. So we're going to do 6 roll downs. So let's stand in neutral. Let's nod chin to chest and just relax and flow down. Exhale to make your body nice and loose and floppy, stretching out the tension from your back. And then exhaling as you slowly uncurl to the top. Nod the chin to the chest. Exhale, release, soften and hang. And exhale as you gently uncurl to the top of your toes. Let's do 4 more. Chin to chest. Exhale, hang like a ragdoll. Slowly uncurl, rebuild your spine to the top. Chin to chest. Exhale, you just flow at a pace that feels right for your breath. So I'm suggesting that you do about 6 of these, but it doesn't matter if you want to do a few more or a few less, that's absolutely fine. Let's come down now into our final one and hold it here as we stand on the palms of our hands. This is gorilla pose. So gorilla pose, standing on the palms of your hands, big toes touching your wrist. Relax your neck, relax your face, relax your jaw. Press into the palms of your hands. So as we discussed in the workshop part, if you need to, you modify the movement. You can stand on the fingertips rather than the palms of your hands if your flexibility won't allow you to get right onto the palms. But standing on the palms of the hands is a really good way to stretch out your wrists. Inhale and exhale, pressing into the feet, stretching out the wrists. And then releasing your hands from underneath your feet. Tuck your tailbone and slowly uncurl to the top of your toes. Let's close the fists and then let's just work a little bit more on our hands. Warming up your hands and wrists. You just do open and close. And again, you might want to do about 20 of those as part of your daily routine. You might want to move a little bit slower. That's absolutely your call. Or you might move in a little bit faster. Let's do a couple more here. Looking for about 20. And then interlace your fingers into a little basket. And then let's start to circle your wrists. So you're circling your hands. You might get a little bit clicking and cracking through the wrists as they warm up. And let's take it round the opposite way. And again, just working on keeping your wrists nice and mobile. Let's just do 2 or 3 more. Well done. Last one. And release. Let's roll down and come into a box position. Let's roll chin to the chest. Let's exhale. Walk your hands forward and come into box position. So kneeling down, wrists below shoulders, knees below hips. Let's do 5 of our cat stretches for spine mobility and health. Tuck your tailbone. Exhale, you're up into a big arch spine here, a flex spine. Inhale back into neutral. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, neutral. Exhale, tuck. Inhale, neutral. Last 2. Tuck in the tailbone. Exhale. Last 1. Tuck under your tailbone. Exhale. All the way down onto the belly now. All the way down onto your tummy. Let's build some strength in the abdominals. Taking our plank pose. Elbows below the shoulders. Tummy muscles engaged. You're going to hold for 1 minute. So engage your belly. Inhale. As you exhale, lift up. You can come onto a half plank on your knees or all the way up onto the full plank on your toes. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and lift your chest away from the mat. Your back should not feel as though it's dipping or arching. I want you to pull in through your stomach muscles. Keep your neck straight and long. And the longer you hold the pose, the more challenge there is in your stomach muscles. If you need to, you can build it up. You can start with, say, 20 seconds and then work towards 40 and then 60. Inhaling and exhaling, keeping everything tight and strong. Remember your options. If it feels too much, pop your knees back down. If you can, stay on the toes. Tighten through the tummy. Just 15 more seconds. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, and breathing out. So really try to use the breath. Don't hold the breath in any of the exercises. Definitely won't help. One more inhale, one more exhale, and then all the way down onto your tummy, ready to work into our spine extension. So take the hands around to the back of the body, interlace the fingers. Let's work on good upper body posture by squeezing the shoulder blades together. We'll open the chest and the shoulders. Keep your neck straight and long. Let's build back strength as we inhale, lift the chest. As we exhale, come down. I'd like you to do about 10 of these, building it up to a set of 20 perhaps. Initially start with 10, see how you get on. Lift the chest, come back down, you're done. Lift the chest, squeeze in into the shoulder blades, coming back down into the mat. So resist the urge to poke your chin forward. As you lift, a nice straight neck, eyes looking down into the mat. Squeeze the shoulder blades. Last 3, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale down. Last 2, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale down. Last 1, inhale, lift your chest. Exhale down. And then as a little counter, push back into a child's pose. The child's pose is just a chance for you to stretch out the back of your body, push your hips back. Well done. Bring your forehead towards the floor. And again, you can stay in your child's pose a little bit longer if you want to. And then just when you're ready, slowly uncurl and come to lie onto the back of your mat, down onto the floor. Put the tippy toes down. Take the hands out away from the sides of your body. So this is the hip twist. As you inhale, you're going to twist from the hips. Take the knees over towards the right side as far as you comfortably can. Now just notice that you're keeping the left shoulder down, the chest stays open, and then exhale to come centre. So inhale to go over, exhale to come centre. And again, we're going to do perhaps about a set of 10 this morning. If you want to, you can build that up. You could do 20. Or what's sometimes nice is just to hold the pose for a breath or two longer. So do what feels best for your body. You know what your body needs. If it wants a little bit more time to stretch out, then just hold the pose a little bit longer on that side. So keeping the lower back nice and mobilised. Let's just do 2 more. 1 to the right side. Inhale. Exhale back to centre. Well done. 1 to the left side. Over we go. Exhale back to centre. Okay, flat feet on the mat. Flat back on the mat. So we're curling up our tailbone. It's really important that the back is not gaping or gapping as you draw into your centre. Take knees to tabletop pose or to 90-90. We're going to build the strength in the abdomen. So inhale, fingertips to the sky. As you inhale, stretch out, dead bug. As you exhale, bring it back. Inhale, stretch out. Exhale, bring it back. So you're going to move your limbs while maintaining your core in that good, strong posture. So we're training our core stability here. As you lengthen, you inhale. As you exhale, you come back. Now, you can make your movements smaller. You know, if you're just learning these exercises, start with small movements. And then you can progress it, making it harder on your abdomen, harder on your abdominals by making the movements bigger. So start small, increase your intensity as you get stronger. Let's just do 5 more. Stretch out and return. Stretch out and return. Stretch out and return. Well done. Breathing out. Last one. Stretch out and hug your knees in. Lovely. So hopefully you're feeling that in the centre of the body, in the abdominals. Massage your spine. And we'll work those abdominals some more. So building up strength in your core will prevent lots of postural issues with your body. Lots of instances of back pain can be prevented with a stronger core. So let's bring the feet to the floor. Let's bring your pelvis to the imprint position, lower back down on the mat. Let's fix fingertips to temples and knees to tabletop pose. Use your out breath to slowly lift your head and your shoulders into the crunch pose here. And then we're going to crisscross. So it's opposite elbow towards the bed knee. Criss, cross. Criss, cross. So our suggested rep range is about 20 repetitions on this one. And again, you can build up to that 20. Or you can perhaps get there already on the 20. But what I want you to make sure is you're not feeling any strain in your neck. I want you to use your stomach muscles as you're twisting. Breathe out. Let's go for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hug in. Massage your lower back, rocking and rolling. And let's just stretch out our glutes. So right ankle to the left thigh. Lift the left leg into a hamstring stretch position. So your leg was kind of made like a number 4 shape. Right hand goes through the gap. Left hand round the back, interlacing the fingers here. Can you see? And then pulling. So as I pull here, my upper body is pulling my legs closer. And I'm feeling the stretch through the right side buttock, glutes. And that's where I want you to feel it too. So keep pulling so you can feel that stretch. Make sure you're not holding your breath. And again, this is just a little routine, a little all-round routine that will help with your mobility and your strength. So keep pulling and stretching. Well done. And then if you want to make it more intense, so kind of progression here would be to hold the shin rather than the hamstring. And then you have to pull again. So if it's hard enough where you're at this morning, stay there. If you want a little bit more, then feel free. Take the alternative grip to the shin. You want to hold a stretch. If you're trying to gain mobility, you want to hold your stretch for at least 60 seconds for it to start to really work its magic. And obviously, if these are areas in your body where you've got a lot of tightness, a lot of stiffness in your lower back and in your hips, then hold them for 2 minutes rather than 1. Okay, just make time to look after your body, look after your back. Inhale and exhale, pull. Inhale and exhale. That will start to feel like a deep stretch. Breathing, stretching. Try not to fight against the stretch. Try to relax your face and your jaw. And then slowly we're going to bring our feet back to our base position. And we'll take it to the opposite side. So let your left ankle rest on the right side, just above the kneecap. Well done. And then take your right leg into the sky to make a number 4 shape with your legs. Left hand goes round through the gap. And then the right hand goes round so we can interlace those fingers. And that gives us somewhere to pull. And as you pull, you're going to feel that stretching out through the outer thigh, through the hip. Okay, and if you can, head and shoulders on the floor. If you need to, head and shoulders up, that's okay. Whichever is going to work best for you. And again, you're just working into improving your stretch. So breathing in nice and gently through the nose. Breathing out, trying to send a signal to those muscles to relax. Yep, relax them. You'll get much better stretching if you can relax. Keep pulling to the point where you can feel the resistance, and try to relax the muscles so you can go a little bit deeper, a little bit further. So if you're finding it really intense, stay here. Remember, you can build up to progression. And if you want to, switch the grip and hold on to the shin, hold the shin, and then pull. Pull in, feel the stretch through the outer side, the buttocks, the glutes. Inhaling, exhaling. And again, you know your own body, you know your limits, but what you're trying to do is just get yourself to a position where you can feel it stretching. Hips, breathe. You'll notice little things about your own body. You can try to improve those things. Notice where your body needs a little bit more work, a little bit more stretching. Inhale, and exhale, and release. As you release, bring both feet down into face position, and then pull both knees into your belly, and just make a little rock and roll. Rocking on your spine, rock yourself to a seated pose. Come up to a seated pose, and we're going to work on our side bends and shoulder stretches. So let's sit really tall. As you inhale, take your left hand to the sky and your right palm drops to the floor. We're going to stretch all the way up here, keeping our sit bones on the mat. And then we're going to bend into that right elbow to take a side bend stretch. And we're going to float. Inhale up, exhale over, inhale up, exhale over. And you're just increasing the range of movement on your stretch. You know, you can go a little bit deeper each time, but I want you to really notice that you're not letting your hips lift as you're taking each side bend stretch. Take your time, and again, you know, if you're wanting to work a little bit slower and hold the stretch a little bit longer, then you're welcome to do that. And again, the suggested rep range for this one I'm going to give you is about 20 repetitions, so 10 to each side. Well done. Reaching up and over. Reaching up and over, reaching up and over, exhale, reaching up and over, exhale. So the exhale takes you into the side bend. Let's just do 2 more. Let's do 1 more. Finish on your left side. Back to center. Lovely. Shoulder stretch. Right arm to the sky, please. Reach up, drop the right arm down and press with the left hand. So again, holding the stretch for about a minute will allow you to develop more flexibility in your shoulders. If you're struggling to get a good shoulder stretch here, don't worry, it will get better with practice. You know, if you're finding it really sore or uncomfortable, back off a little bit, don't push too hard. But just hold your position, hold your core. And the triceps and the shoulders, really important to prevent sort of neck and shoulder pain. And often if we're standing all day, we'll get sort of, you know, our posture will start to sort of let us down a little bit and we'll get sore neck and shoulders. So this is a really great way just to reinforce good posture, good mobility in your shoulders. You can hold it here, or if you wish, you can take your left hand up the back of the body and you can interlace your fingers to get a little bind like so. And if that's not possible, doesn't matter. You just stay where you feel is good for you. Pushing down and over, releasing, stretching, and then release that arm down. Roll your shoulders. It's nice to give the shoulders a little bit of a roll around here. And then left arm to the sky. Drop the left arm down, and then push over and across into that shoulder stretch. And you might notice that one side of your body is tighter than the other. You know, if you've got a dominant movement pattern, or if you're just very right or left-handed, then you'll really notice little things about your own body. And again, trying to create a body balance, you know, great mobility on both sides of your body is what we're going for here. So keep pushing till you feel that stretch. You can stay here, or you can take the hands, remember, round and join the fingertips behind the back of the body. Whichever works for you is where you should stay. That's it. Just breathe. And you can notice if your hands don't quite meet this morning, then you can notice that as you practice these stretches, eventually your hands will be able to get together in the back of the body. Holding your position and breathing. And again, for a stretch, we're looking for about a minute or a little bit more than a minute if you've got more time. And if it's an area that you need to work on, if your shoulders are super tight, hold it for 2 minutes. And you can do these stretches throughout the day, these shoulder stretches. You don't have to be lying down to do them. You can do them throughout the day. And then just gently and slowly release. Roll your shoulders all the way around. And then just come to lie down onto your back. If you have time, you can just finish by just a little bit of breathing by lying yourself down on your back and just noticing as you lay there on the floor, equal pressure on your right and left side of your body. And then just deliberately try to slow your breathing down, noticing the journey of your breath from your nostrils all the way down into the navel. Try to breathe slowly and fully. Feel the expansion in your body as you inhale your belly, your rib cage. And exhale, feel the belly and the rib cage soften and fall. Allowing your body just to be completely still. Try to bring some stillness to your body, some stillness to your mind. Allow yourself a few minutes every day. You just have stillness and breathe. Couple more steady breaths. Now bring the awareness to the fingertips and the tips of your toes. And just gently wiggle the fingertips and the toes. Bringing the energy back into your body. And then hugging your knees in towards your body, just massage your spine. Rocking for me side to side. Then you can rock and roll yourself up to seated position. And it's nice to finish sitting up cross-legged. Take a big breath in and stretch and reach all the way up. Hands into a prayer position. And as you exhale, you can finish your routine right here. Just gently bow your head. Thank you for joining in. Well done.